Hi all and welcome to another edition of the week ahead. We have a busy week ahead of us, which will mainly be impacted by UK parliamentary vote on Brexit, Federal Reserve rate decision and monetary policy statement, Eurozone GDP data and ultimately US unemployment figures, non-farm payroll and average hourly earnings. On Monday, we will receive plenty of US data, US durable goods orders, retail sales, trade balance and housing starts. On Tuesday, UK Parliament votes again on Brexit deal. So if you're trading sterling currency crosses and UK equities, be prepared for a possible volatility ahead. On Wednesday, Australian CPI data and also crude oil inventories for week ending 25th of January are due ahead of 7 p.m. FOMC meeting. No change in rates are expected. However, monetary policy statement will be closely analyzed for any indication on Fed's future intentions and plans for the policy. On Thursday, we will receive Eurozone GDP data. Week will finish with US non-farm payrolls and also average hourly earnings. This data is closely watched and analyzed. The expectations are for 168,000 jobs created in the past 30 days from previously published 312,000. Average hourly earnings are expected to stay unchanged at 3.2% year on year. So this release is likely to cause volatility across US dollar currency crosses, US equities, and also some commodities. Now let's take a look at some markets. This is Wall Street 30 or Dow Jones in end of day time frame. The current uptrend is continuing, potentially pointing to initial upside resistance in the shape of this falling resistance trend lines around 24,950, very close to 25,000. Breakout above that level could potentially open up the way for the retest of this zone up here, 25,150, which is signified by the cluster of these previous lows here and also that falling trend line, followed by 25,350. Alternatively, either a spike into that zone and a pullback or the pullback from the current levels are initially supported to the downside by 24,432. Bulls appear to be in control above that level from the intraday levels. Only the end of day close and the loss of that level, which is 24,432, could negate this intraday bullish sentiment, potentially targeting deeper downside retracements towards 24,272, possibly even 24,150, which is signified by the cluster of these previous lows here. FTSE 100 or UK 100 is currently pushing lower, especially on Friday. This is the daily time frame. We saw this pin bar forming here with sterling dollar rallying higher on kind of late Friday afternoon. The upside is capped by 68.60, followed by 69.33 and 7,000 on the upside. FTSE is clearly downtrending as indicated by the sequence of these lower highs and also indicated by this falling resistance trend line. Any further downward pressure is initially supported down here at 67.24. Only a loss of that level could potentially open up the way for a deeper retracement towards 66.30, possibly even 65.40 to the downside. Gold is attempting to have another go and break out above 1300. So the Friday trading range finished with this really nice and bullish candle at 1303. From the daily time frame, gold is uptrending at the moment with a sequence of higher lows as indicated by these two rising trend lines. The initial downside is down here at 1275. Bulls appear to be in complete control above that level, potentially targeting initial upside resistance at 1310. Only a breakout and end of day close above 1310 could open up the way for a further upside move towards 1322, breakout above 1322, and that will be a significant one because it's referencing these previous significant highs here towards 1350. So 1310, 1322 followed by 1350 to the upside. The alternative is if we see the retracement from current levels and the end of day close and the loss of 1275, that would negate the current bullish sentiment and possibly open up the way for a deeper retracement towards 1266 followed by 1260, 1258 to the downside. Dollar Japanese yen appears to be uptrending quite nicely in end of day time frame. Sorry, this is the 4-hourly time frame. Initially supported at 109.20. That's the key level for dollar yen bulls because it's a rising trend line and also the cluster of these previous lows and highs here. So therefore a horizontal level. So 109.20, possibly even 109 to the downside. Bulls appear to be in control above that level, potentially targeting the initial upside resistance at 110. Only a breakout and end of day close above 110 could indicate that this bullish sentiment is still intact, potentially opening up the way for the spike higher and retest of resistances towards 111, 111.40, 112, possibly even 112.50 to the upside. Alternatively, a pullback and the end of day close and the loss of 109.20, 109 support zone would negate this bullishness from the intraday point of view and potentially target a deeper downside support towards 108.50, possibly even 108 to the downside. And finally, let's take a look at cable. Quite topical in light of the next week's UK Parliament, yet another vote on Brexit deal. We saw a sterling strength on Friday, late Friday afternoon, and a breakout above that psychologically important 1.30 level, falling resistance trend line and also a horizontal level that was closely watched, and a round number as well. Bulls appear to be in control above 1.30 now, potentially pointing to the upside resistance towards 1.33, which is signified by the cluster of these previous highs, possibly even 1.3440, 1.36 to the upside. For the traders who are also using Fibonacci retracements, the swing high here at 143 all the way down to this impulsive move lower towards 125. If you put the fibs retracements, these two levels also come in as 32.50 and also 61.8 fib retracements as well. So very significant levels which will be closely watched by many traders, not just people who are trading the round numbers or trend lines or horizontals, but also people who are trading fibs as well. Only the dip lower and the end of day close below that now psychologically important support zone at 1.30 would possibly negate that bullish sentiment, targeting a deeper retracement towards 129.60, possibly even down here towards 127.50, 127 to the downside. But so far bulls appear to be in control. Thank you for watching, thank you for listening, stay safe and happy trading. Bye for now.